Are we ready?
Yeah.
Are we doing this?
Yeah.
Welcome to Get the Food Out of Here. Freddie Rubino here with Christine.
Hi, everyone.
Wine. Everybody grows eggplant in the summer. Everyone. And what do? We make eggplant parmesan with it. Then we make
eggplant rollatine.
We make the rollatine. Then we get the eggplant. We make the garden sauce that's on my Get the Food Out of Here. That's great. But then we always have a lot extra. This is what you do with it. It's an old Sicilian appetizer called copunata. I used to call it copunatina in my house.
I never had it till I met you.
Oh, see? I opened up. So, this is what we're going to do. I opened up new venues for you. We take one eggplant, a small one. Pick them small. Okay? You motifams. Don't let it get this big and then it's garbage. Pick them small. This is even just at the point. Okay? The smaller, the better. Okay? We took half and look how much I chopped it up.
Like 1-inch cubes.
It's less than a dice for all you degenerate gamblers. I'm going to cut the other half up for you. Okay? You don't have to skin it. Just wash it. And look.
And you washed your hands and the eggplant.
Of course I am washing things. I'm washing things you never even seen before.
I don't want to see them.
You're going to see it as soon as we finish this. Okay. See, you cut this into pieces. And you're saying, Freddie, but how could this be diced if it's sliced? Let me show you how. It's very simple.
Let him show you how after I showed him how.
Shut your mouth. That's how. Let me tell you something. Don't be in a hurry. You see these guys on TV that chop, 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 chop. You don't have to do that. Look. Nobody's in a hurry. See, that's the perfect...
All right, let's go. Don't do one at a time. We'll be here all day.
Okay, guys, she's right. It's got to be like your bachelor party. You do 2 at a time. Oh! Okay, look. You do that. Ow.
I
love
like
that, right?
You love
that.
I love it.
My wife loves to see me writhing in pain. It's like when the Macy's bill comes. Yeah. I'm on the floor. Ah!
Meanwhile, when I cut myself last week, he said, "You'll be fine."
You'll be fine. Well, the game was on. Don't cut yourself. Women, don't cut yourself cooking during a football game or a baseball game.
Are we really going to do just like a couple
Look at this.
at a time?
Look how I'm doing it. I just want to show people how easy it is. People go, oh, you have it prepared already. Look what it takes to prepare.
Guys, could you please share this? We would appreciate it.
Okay, all you people out there. Whoa!
Oh, my word.
Yeah, you know why? Because it is knife. I like my other knife.
That's like a really expensive knife.
Is it?
Yes, it's from Japan.
Oh, from the Emperor of Japan's house. Is this the honeymooners? Okay, look, you see? That's a minute and a half to chop up.
It seems like a lot longer than that.
Yes, that's what you said the other night, right?
I don't think I did.
When I cooked that other thing. When I was cooking up a storm. Okay, we put this in the pot. Oh, this is going to fall all over now. Look. Always use the back of the knife. Don't drag your knife blade on a cooking surface or any surface for that matter.
Yeah, a cooking surface.
Shut your mouth.
Why are you so frazzled? Calm down.
Because this is very important to me, this dish. Okay, you get about a 1/4 cup of olive oil to put in this. Now, what's going to happen is when you put the olive oil in the pan, as soon as you put the eggplant in, it's going to absorb it, right?
Eggplant's like a sponge.
It's like a sponge. It's like your cousin without a job, a sponge. Okay, look.
It's got to be real hot.
It's got to be hot. And I have to make sure this gets all over because, like you said, it's going to get... Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to cook this 3 times. We're going to put it in...
You're not going to cook it 3 times.
Be quiet.
You're going to turn it 3 times.
We're going to turn it 3 times. But we're going to put it in, let it brown. Turn it, let it brown. Turn it, let it brown. Bow, 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 bow. Okay. Let's see if this is it. We're ready. 1 eggplant, small. If it's a big eggplant, don't do it all at once.
No, do 2 batches then because it'll
Right.
steam instead of get brown.
Exactly. Okay, we're going to leave this on high for 1 minute and let it brown. Now, you see this is an electric stove,
So it sucks.
so it sucks. So it might take 1.5 to 2 minutes on each side, but a gas stove, it'll be 1 minute.
That's not hot enough.
It's not hot enough, right?
No.
But look, now the smoke's coming off.
Yeah, you didn't do the right thing. Okay.
What? What?
You didn't make the pan hot enough from the beginning.
We're doing a show here. Don't you understand? Okay, so this is what we do with this. You have to take the eggplant, and everybody takes it. They have so much left over, they don't know what to do with it. This is what you do with it. You could jar this. How long does this last in the fridge?
About a week.
About a week. Even if you make a batch a week, it's going to be beautiful. Okay, so see how the smoke is coming out? You hear that?
That's the liquid coming out of the eggplant.
That's the liquid.
It should be about louder than that because it should be hotter.
It should be hotter. But this is the stove that we have chosen. Now listen, it's going to have color to it, right? Mm-hmm. That's the caramelization.
Yeah.
There's sugar in this.
I'm sure there's some, not a lot.
But it does caramelize, and it gets that smoky flavor, right?
Yeah.
You like that smoky flavor? It's like a jazz club. That's how smoky you want it. But
Walk away from that and leave it alone.
no, I have to turn it soon.
Not yet, no.
Very soon. What do you want me to do? Okay.
You like to play with the food.
After that, we're going to turn it 3 times. We're going to add a small onion chopped. My wife didn't want me to chop it on the show.
Well, look how long this is taking.
That took 1 minute. All right, I'm going to turn this now. That's the first turn. Oh, look at... Maybe you should come here and see the browning of it. You see those pieces that are so brown? That's perfect. See that?
Yes, you're going to do that another 2 times.
We're going to do this another 2 times.
If you stop touching it, it would be great.
Now, don't smash it down.
Which you did the other day.
Shut your mouth. Okay? It was an accident.
You want the cubes to keep their form.
Right. You want them to keep their form, but you see how the smoke... Now it's hot enough.
Yes.
Now this is going to move, baby. Okay. So what we're going to add to it, once we brown it 3 times, is a small onion chopped fine and 1 celery stalk. Look at how small. Look. Look, see that? Look.
I see.
This adds to it. Listen, this should be in your garden. We have also 2 plum tomatoes.
Or Roma tomatoes.
Roma. Villa Roma. Hey, I'll be at Villa Roma this Thursday. Come on down, Calicoon, New York. Okay, this is how big.
We said that already.
Please don't. All right, I turned my back on this now. Okay, I'm going to turn it again. Okay? Oh, baby. Now you can smell, you can start to smell roasted eggplant.
Yeah, the eggplant gets nice and creamy.
It gets what?
Creamy.
It doesn't get creamy.
It does too.
It gets roasted.
It gets a creamy texture inside.
I'll give you a creamy texture inside. Okay. We're going to let that thing... I think we're going to have to do this 1 extra turn. Because I might have turned that too early.
No,
This is a family show.
I didn't say it, but they know what I wanted to say.
You're like a sailor, all right? Why don't you go by the docks and wait for the ships to come in, all right? Okay, so it's very simple, and we make it a certain way. This is the way we make it. Don't tell me, Freddie, I come from Sicily. We made it with raisins. I don't like the raisins. I don't like the pinoli nuts in them either. My grandmother loved them. I don't.
If you like it, put it in.
You like it, put it in and keep it to yourself. Keep your mouth shut. Okay. You can already see that this stove sucks because when it gets really hot,
it turns itself down.
it turns itself
I'll finish the sentences for him because he can't get the words out.
There's a couple of things I'd like to get out right now. Okay, this is the last time.
Don't do that to my pan.
You have to do that. That's what gets the stuff off.
Nobody does that if they care about their pans.
This is a perfect Sicilian dish. All you Napolitans, what do you want from me? Watch and learn.
Keep sharing, everyone.
Share this. I'm going to put that now.
You're going to take it out of the pan so you can put the other ingredients in.
Right. This has to be done separato. You know what separato means? I just made that up. Okay. Here we go.
Fine.
Look at that.
Good. All right, keep going. Let's move this along.
I like to move it. Okay, a little more oil. Not a quarter cup. Just a drizzle, my nizzle. All right, I have to put this lower. Because this stuff will burn. Onion. Celery. Look at that. I'm like a superhero. Remember the Power Rangers? Onion. Celery. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, before I put I have 1 clove of garlic. That goes in there also. But I don't like to put it in right away because garlic burns much quicker than, what do you call
Onions.
it? Onions. Right. Stop.
Stop.
We're married so long, I just wait for her to finish it. I don't even want to finish it.
I don't have the patience.
I don't even want to finish my sentences.
It just takes too long to come out.
No, you can say that again.
Not in a good way.
Yeah. In the best way possible. Now, this is what we do. We're going to keep that garlic over there for a second. You see the tomato? Cut the tomato in half. You see that? That's got to be...
You're seeding them. That's what it's called.
That's got to be taken out. Look at that. I'm Hasidic.
Okay, you got to be fast.
Look. That's two halves. Look at that. Look. See that stuff? You only want the meat of the tomato.
Nobody wants your meat.
Yeah, of the tomatoes. You want the meat of my tomatoes. Okay. This is browning.
Put the garlic in.
Very
please.
nice. I'm going to put the garlic with this beautiful garlic press. See that?
Yeah, we see. Keep sharing, peeps.
Okay. I love that. Now I'm going to cut this up. My wife has no patience for when I cut things up into little chunks. Don't forget this.
I promise you, people, from now on I'll make them cut everything in advance because
Listen.
This is like torture.
Everything has to fit on a little piece of bread. So don't leave it into big pieces. Look at that, honey. Come on. Give me some props.
What kind of cutting now? Now you're just cutting any old way.
Now I'm just cutting any... Yeah, because you're yelling at me.
People don't pay attention to his knife skills.
Shut your mouth. You envy my knife skills. Look at this. Look at this. Look at me. Okay. Be very careful. Okay. Now, this is all good.
All right, put the tomatoes in. Stop stirring.
Now 2 plum tomatoes. Okay. When those go in, I need sauce. Any sauce will do. If you have leftover sauce, have it. But we like the raw sauce in it. And then you let it cook.
It's just a small can of tomato sauce.
2 tablespoons.
2 tablespoons.
Look at that. 2 tablespoons of sauce. All right, now. I have to stir it, Christine. If you can smell this, you would be saying, Freddie, I'll smell you later. I'm going to smell you later.
It does smell very good.
Oh, okay. Now, we have the olives.
20 olives, Kalamata olives, pitted.
20 Kalamata olives. 20 Kalamata olives. Listen, just rough chop it. Okay? This isn't... Ooh, 19 Kalamata olives.
You don't know how to chop.
This is a rough chop.
We're going to have some lessons.
In rough chopping?
Yeah.
That's a rough chop. I'm throwing those in.
Go ahead.
Rough chop. Now we have capers. 1 tablespoon of capers. 1 tablespoon of capers. You like that?
Very nice.
A couple more capers. A little salt. Not a lot. A pinch.
To taste, not a pinch. To taste.
I like the pinch. Okay. Now we have that in. I'm going to mix this up a little bit. Oh, that is magnificent.
I should come see that.
You should come see that before I put this in.
But you got to put the vinegar in first.
I'm going to put the vinegar in now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Red wine vinegar goes in this. 1/3 of a cup. Not a quarter. 1/3 of a cup of red wine vinegar. And you know what happens?
Turn it up.
It burns off. Doesn't it, honey?
Not really, no.
A lot of the... Ooh, look at that.
You want that liquid to evaporate a little bit.
Yeah, I'm going to leave it for a little while. See, I have to turn it down so the onions don't burn. You didn't finish. I stumbled for a second. You didn't finish my thought. Oh.
I'm tired. I'm tired of it.
All right, look. You see how it's evaporating? Now that's pretty much the sauce that this is all involved with. You smell that? Smell that.
It's very nice.
Now the eggplant goes in. Okay? This is almost done. This has got to, before I really stir it good, you need to add to this 2 tablespoons of sugar because of all the acid in this. Correct?
Yes.
This sugar, believe it or not, adds such a beautiful thing. Some people used to use brown sugar because you couldn't get white sugar back in the day. I don't know. What kind of world was this?
Could you stir?
That you couldn't get that you couldn't get white sugar. Okay. That, my friends, is a basic copunata. Now I'm going to turn it down. Honey, get the hell out of here. And it's just going to simmer for 5 minutes. Isn't that true, honey? Honey bunny?
Yes.
Okay, it's going to simmer for 5 minutes. And now I can talk to you guys. Okay, let's go over what we just did. 1 eggplant chopped up into little cubes. Okay? Fried in a 1/4 cup of oil. Turned over 3 times. Let it brown for a minute on high. Turn it 3 times. Then add a small onion.
Take it out and then add a small onion.
Take it out, then add a small onion. A chopped up celery stalk. 1 clove of garlic. Then 2 tablespoons of raw sauce. And then add to that 2 chopped up plum tomatoes that you squeeze the life out of, like you married them, like they were married to you. Squeeze the life out of them. And then let that cook for a minute. Throw in the capers, 20 chopped up olives, 2 tablespoons of sugar, and a 1/3 cup of red wine vinegar.
If you're gonna put that pot over here, put a pot holder down.
Okay. Should I do that? Should I put it here?
Yeah.
Or should I just...
No, you should put it here.
Okay, I'm going to move this. Now, when I married my wife and I used to tell her about this, you know what she did? She looked into it and she made it for me. I love you for that.
I love you too.
My wife makes such lovely things. Food is love. So when I tell you people to please make these dishes, you know what this dish does for me? It brings me back, me and my father in the kitchen in Brooklyn, Saturday afternoon, sharing a little copunata together and telling me about my grandmother. This is what you have to be doing with your kids. Oh, that's good.
Get the pot holder and put it down so it doesn't...
I have 1 more minute for it to cook.
I think it's good.
And it's a beautiful... If you have a lot of eggplant, make this and jar it. This is what some Sicilians do. They jar this. And then you take it out.
Is that a dish? That's a dish towel. That's
And what do you
not
want?
a pot
What is it?
holder.
What do you want?
A pot holder.
Pot holder?
I've never put the pot holders in that drawer
I
in
don't
my
know
life.
what you're doing anymore.
Thank you.
What we do is we take out the copunata, the copunata that we made, that was jarred. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful?
It's very nice.
I'm going to put it in there now so it stops cooking.
Get a nice bowl.
Why?
Because you don't put it in that kind of bowl.
Okay. What we do is, a lot of times what Italians do is they jar this. And then what happens is, New Year's Eve comes. You have homemade copunata as a little appetizer. Christmas Eve, on the table, a little copunata.
This gets better as it sits in the refrigerator.
It really does. It really, really does. And it brings back memories of my grandparents. All you have to do is you get some bread and toast it.
We just brush it with some olive oil and put it under the broiler.
And then you put a little caponata.
Don't eat over that plate.
This is so hot. It's going to destroy me. But I cannot help myself. Look at the beautiful... Everything's caramelized.
Keep your hands still. Beautiful.
Oh.
That's some crunch.
Oh. All of these flavors put together. If you jar this, if you serve it during the holidays, it's the summer. You're outside. Cut up a loaf of Italian bread. Put out some caponata.
You could eat it warm. You could eat it cold. It keeps in the refrigerator for a week.
Oh.
If you're really in the mood and you love the flavors, throw a little of your homemade sauce in it and put it over pasta.
You could do that. No doubt about it. But I can tell you one thing about this dish. Every time we make it, I cannot stop eating it. And there you go. Another beautiful, beautiful recipe. Please cook with your children. Please show them this. Please, when you're gone. My father's gone, but he's back right here in this caponata. I love you guys. Freddie Rubino loves you. Christine loves you.
Yes, I do.
Please share this on all the cooking sites. I love you guys. I'll see you at Villa Roma. I'll see you on Long Island, Chicago, Boston. Check FredRubino.com. I'll see you later. I love you guys.